Oh, hang on, we're right. Sorry, technical difficulties. Uh, as as usual. Uh, how's everyone doing today? I think I'm lagging behind now, aren't I? Yeah, my Chromebook crashed, so everything's breaking. But what do we expect on this channel? Let's try and get back into this, and then we can as always, yes, as always, because I have to work with what I have, okay? And this doesn't work very well. Hang on. I can't even get my thing up. You'll just have to bear with me. Yo, native. Oh, Demon Monarch. How are you doing, bro? Um, we'll be back into this in a moment. All right, it just takes a while to get things fixed. All right, so we're back. We're back. Yes. Native is no longer native. He is now the Demon Monarch. Hello, Jin. I mean, I wouldn't call myself an expert. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I would just say I'm not like some diehard Xbox fanboy or anything. I'm not a damn expert. Okay, I'm just a gamer, bruv. I mean, look, let's not get this twisted, right? If the next generation was to come out and the PlayStation 6 would be better than the Xbox and offer more value than the Xbox does, I'd main a PS6. But that's not going to happen. We all know that's not going to happen in a million years. Look, man, I don't know why people are downplaying this Steam thing. Did you see a muscle-bound gamer freaking out about it? I might even do a video on it. I saw that Astro Cyborg guy was posting loads of clips of MBG, him freaking out about, they're all downplaying this Steam thing like it's not a big deal. We all know it's a big deal. Yo, Jazz, how are you doing? It's been a while, Jazz, since we've spoke. Oh, Aussie, it is. The build quality is terrible, especially on the Slim, bro. Listen, the Slim is really delicate, man. To give the base PS5 credit, it was to take the panels on and off was pretty easy, pretty solid. They were quite strong, but you've got to be really careful with a Slim because that shit is brittle. It's the PS5 has been a terrible generation. Yo, salute, bro. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, bro. So, has everyone played? Look, what's everyone's thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows? Has everyone played it? Yo, you can get it on Ubisoft Plus. I didn't realize how mental Ubisoft Plus was. Ubisoft Plus is bonkers. And what's even more weird about it, right, is PlayStation doesn't have it. And I don't understand why. Why doesn't PlayStation have Ubisoft Plus? Why? Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, it's honestly mental is Ubisoft Plus. Like you pay $14.99, and you get all this, right? And often you get the premium versions of the game. So you can pay $14.99, get Shadows, right? You get Shadows. You can finish that inside of a month, and then just don't pay for another month, and then you just get Shadows for $14.99. Bargain, bro. That's, you know what I mean? See the comments here, right? Hang on. We've had a shit month, bro. Steve's in great place mentally. He doesn't know what to do with himself. Oh, sorry to see that, Jazz. I know that feeling. Trust me. I haven't tried the crew multiverse yet. No, there's too many games, man. It's like, but when you have the option though to buy a new game for $14.99, I know I don't own it, but still, Shadows I'll play through once and then probably just leave it. And then when they bring out DLC, I'll probably just resubscribe for the month to play the DLC and then just leave it. Do you know what I mean? $14.99. I mean, look, I've never played Star Wars Outlaws, right? But on Ubisoft Plus, you can get the Ultimate Edition, which retails for £120. It comes with the game, the Wildcard DLC, the Season Pass, Ultimate Pass. It comes with tons of stuff. And you can just subscribe to Ubisoft Plus and just get all of that inside of it. Do you know what I mean? That's mental. Like, and it's strange that that's not on there. That's not on the PlayStation, even as an option. Like, that's insane. Hey, Miss Bob, I'll probably message you tomorrow. Okay. Oh, yeah. But listen, look, Grandman, when you consider things like, we have Ubisoft Plus, we have Game Pass. If you add Steam into this package, bruv, what will be I don't understand how PlayStation combat that. I don't understand how PlayStation combat that. I mean, I'm just speaking purely as a consumer. The Xbox has so much to offer already. If they get Steam on there too, that's going to be mental. I don't care how much of a fanboy you are for PlayStation. You can't really downplay that. That's going to be insane. Access to so many games, Steam sales. How is that going to affect modding? Bro, how does Xbox make money with Steam on their consoles? What I'm wondering. Would we buy games on the Steam? I'm not sure, bro. I think it'd be separate. I think it would be its own launcher with its own library. So yeah, you would just buy games through Steam. I'm not sure. I mean, that's for Microsoft to figure out. Yeah, they'll have a. I mean, look, you could even argue. I sometimes sit here and wonder how they're making money on Game Pass. But they obviously are. But you feel like, as the customer, you can't help but feel like, I always feel like I'm somehow robbing them. It's like, we get so much value that it's hard to see as the consumer how they're making profit. But they obviously are making profit, otherwise they wouldn't do it. So, I mean, Game Pass is nuts. And I say it so many times, and I'll say it, man. I will say it to anyone that will listen. Game Pass is nuts. And I don't care how many people say you're renting your games or you're not paying with your wallet. How they want to cope it is fine. But it is mental. Game Pass is... Someone said to me on Twitter today, when I mentioned Game Pass, they said Game Pass only has indie games. Bro. Talk about burying your head in the sand, my guy. Indie games? Are you kidding me, bro? Yo, I already have Atomfall pre-installed. It's ready to go, my guy. What is your opinion on the Steam Deck? You know what, man? I'm quite tempted to try the Steam Deck. So you'd have to let us know how you go on with that. Atomfall, man. Look at that. Too early yet, but it's there. It's installed. Do you know what I mean? Like, how can you try and say that Game Pass is anything but the greatest thing to have? Yeah, I got Doom. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's crazy. Like I said in my video today, right? We are literally overdosing on games. Like, I can't even handle this many games. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, but the great thing about Game Pass is you just have the option to try stuff, even if not sure you're gonna like it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a massive fan of Avowed. I didn't even finish Avowed. But the fact that I got to play it without paying anything, just got to play as much of it as I enjoyed, and then just stop. Like, there's no sort of stress because you've not paid full price for anything. Do you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, playing on PlayStation is so expensive. It's so expensive, man. Since the launch of the PS5, I've spent over £1,500 on games. And that's just stupid. That's stupid. Now, how much I've spent on the Xbox? The only game I've bought so far is Monster Hunter Wilds. That's it. It's the only game I've bought. Oh, and bro, I got Red Dead Redemption 2. I've never played it before, right? Bro, I didn't know how good it was. I didn't know. I got that for £5. It cost me less than a Red Bull and a sausage roll and a jam donut from Greg's. It cost me so little, did Red Dead 2. And bro, I can't believe this game came out in 2018. How is a game from 2018 looking that good? How is a game looking that good in 2018, bro? How? Someone explain that to me. Look, Native, listen. You know what I'm like, man. You know what I'm like. I struggle, right? So it's look, today I've played a bit of Wolfenstein today. I've played a bit of Red Dead today, but I'm actually leaving Red Dead. I'm leaving Red Dead on the shelf because similar situation I had with Kingdom Come Deliverance is I can't play a game like that just yet because Red Dead deserves all the attention I have. It deserves to be played when my attention isn't divided. So I'm not going to play that yet because I'm playing Shadows. I know, JDX, I do. Well, I'm trying, but, you know, ADHD makes it difficult sometimes, especially when the Xbox keeps throwing games at me. You know, I start to play something, I'm like, all right, I'm locked in. Then the Xbox is like, oh, I'm just going to pre-install Atomfall for you. And I'm like, oh, great. All right, well, you do that, Xbox. You pre-install Atomfall. Thank you for that. That's what I needed that, didn't I? Cheers, thank you. So now I'm like, oh, well, Atomfall's good. So what, I'm obviously going to jump straight into Atomfall the moment that launches, and then... Bro, it's too much. It's too much for me, is this? Maybe PlayStation was better for a man like me. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't have the option to just play all this. You know, I had to buy a game and then be locked into that one game because I just bought it. Do you know what I mean? But Jesus Christ, it's yeah. But look, Shadows. Let me talk to you about Shadows, right? Shadows is, look, I said this in my video, right? But if you like, look, if you liked Valhalla, if you liked Odyssey and Origin, and you happen to like ninjas and samurai, then you're going to love Assassin's Creed Shadows, man. It's a solid game. It is. It's not a bad game, man. It's yeah. But if you didn't particularly like Shadow, I mean, if you didn't like Valhalla, and if you don't like that open world sort of populated map, if you didn't like that, then you're not gonna like this. Do you know what I mean? So, no, I'm not shilling for anything. I'm just making a statement that if you did like the open world Assassin's Creed, you're still gonna really like Shadows. But it is open world blow. It's that same thing. So if you didn't like that, you will not like this. Like, Shadows is not the answer to anything. Do you know what I mean? I love Shadows, man. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I can tell you all the flaws with this, and I've even publicly said I think it's mid. However, I also thought Valhalla was mid, Odyssey was mid, and Origins was mid. But you know what? I put over 200 hours in each of them, and I adored all of them. And it's the same with Shadows. I'm having so much fun playing this. I think it's fucking great. Yes, it's not breaking any boundaries. It's not doing anything you haven't seen 1,000 times before, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm having fun with it, and that's all that matters. There's a lot of fun to be had in Shadows, man. There is. Especially playing as Naui. Like, I will not be bullied by the internet. You know what I mean? I think it's a lot of fun. But again, I can think a game's fun and still understand that it's flawed. I still think Valhalla is great, personally. I still think Valhalla is a great game. But does that mean that I think it's perfect? No. I don't think it's perfect. Not at all. But I'm telling you, man, it's not a bad little. It's a fun little game, man. Playing as Naui is quite intense, right? Because you're very small, and because you're small, it makes the fights a lot more intense. Like, you have to be much more careful about what you're doing. Do you want to see me get messed up? I'll try and fight these guys in a head-on fight. I'll get destroyed. Watch this. I'll just try and assassinate him. Well, he's gonna absolutely crucify me. Is this guy? Oh! Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we can do this, Nowie. Come on, Nowie. Come on. Oh! He hits me once with that item and I'm dead. I died to the small guy. Come on, man. But obviously I've already been creatively bankrupt. Yeah, I mean, look. Me and my known people like Bruv just want to play the game. Look, do you know what I will say? I've never been bullied by politics. Do you know what I mean? Like, people talking about nonsense stuff to me. People talking about, oh, the samurai's black. I couldn't give a flying fuck if the samurai's black. I don't care if it's not accurate. I don't care if he wasn't a samurai in real life. I don't give a shit. Right? I really couldn't care. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I honestly don't care. I don't care if I don't care if they took creative liberties with the story. I do not care. I don't give a shit. I don't care if the same-sex romance options, as long as it's optional, I'm good. I do not care about that stuff. And so many people jump on the hate bandwagon, right? People who have no right to be pissed off about it. People who are not Japanese, who have no right to be angry that you used to be able to sort of sabotage, like, you know, shrines and stuff. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I could, as the gamer, right? How does it affect me? Do you know what I mean? How does it affect me? It doesn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, people say stuff like, oh, but the developers, they grind their workers too much. It's a really bad work environment. Am I applying for a job? No, I'm not. So all I care about is how the game plays and if I find it fun. I don't give a shit if the characters were real or wasn't real. I don't care if they don't do them justice. I don't care if they offend the culture. I couldn't give a shit about the culture. Right? I know that might sound bad, but I could. It's right up there with global warming. It's right up there with how vegans feel about the steak that I'm going to eat. I do not give a shit. Right? Like, I do not care. Like, and so many people like act like they care just because they want to rage. But oh my god, but the culture. Who gives a fuck? None of these people complaining about it give a shit about the culture. No one cares about the shrines. No one cares. People just like to jump on the hate bandwagon. When I'm playing the game, guys, I do not care about any of that nonsense. I do not care. Don't care. I don't give a shit. Like, do you know what I mean? I would never. I don't care. Couldn't give a shit. Well, when they first showed the Black Samurai, Yasuke, people was like, oh my god, but he's black. So I thought the idea of being some like big, you know, black samurai guy breaking heads and breaking down walls would be fun. Listen, they could have the characters riding on dragons for like, burning down shrines. I couldn't give a shit. I don't care who it offends. I don't care. Just don't care. Do you know what I mean? What's JDX saying? Look, man, it's just my mentality, right? Yeah, more than likely the record show, if anything, he was Portuguese, and that's even stretching. He didn't even need to be a real character, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I play games to escape. I don't play them to get involved in politics. I don't care about the politics. Don't ever come to me with politics in gaming. I'm not interested. People will say stuff to me like, oh, but it's woke. Yeah, but okay, hang on. Because people have said this to me. Oh, why are you playing Shadows? It's woke. Doesn't seem woke to me. Like, what do you mean by woke? I could look, unless I choose to engage with a same-sex romance, I probably wouldn't even know it was in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't just I don't give a shit if is it fun or not. Like, so can I stab people? Can I assassinate people? Can I look? I will say something. The AI in Shadows is so stupid. Like, the AI is so dumb in Shadows, mate. Listen, this is how dumb the AI is, right? Oh, I wish I had that save file so I could show you. Oh, I don't have it anymore. Okay, so this is how stupid the AI is, right? So, like, I had to clear out, typical Ubisoft thing, right? I had to clear out an area, right? Anyway, so I had to clear out an area, and I was in this little room, and you can do the typical thing where you can whistle to get the attention of people. You know, where they'll hear a whistle and they'll just go, and they'll all just come to investigate the whistle. So there was a beam inside this room on the ceiling. And as Naue, you can use your grapple hook and you can suspend yourself on beams, right? So I would whistle and then just hold on to the beam. And when someone came in, I would assassinate them, right? Pretty simple thing. So the thing is, I cleared the entire area in this one room. And eventually it was so funny. I brought young Bruv down to show him because I was laughing my head off. So I ended up piling the bodies up in this room to where there was like 6 or 7 bodies in there. And I would just whistle, and the next idiotic guard would walk in clueless and be like, oh, what was that whistle? Big pile of bodies. Giant pile of bodies. Doesn't bat an eyelid. Doesn't give it a second thought. He's like, what's this whistle? Boom, dead. That's the 8th body. And then I would... It's so stupid. And then I would just and then I'd whistle again and just wait patiently until the next guy comes in and finds 8 of his friends all just piled up in some pyramid pile of bodies, and be like, oh, what was that whistle? It's like, boom, assassin. It's so funny, man. Yes, all those games. Look, do you remember in Skyrim, there was this thing where if you was inside someone's house, right, they would go, you're not meant to be here. And they would call the guards on you. They'd scream guards, and then the guards would come. It was so stupid in Skyrim because you could do like a side mission for someone, right? And you do a side mission where, for example, you have to find like their ancestor's sword or something like that. And then you deliver it to them. You go into the house, you deliver it. Oh my God, thank you so much for finding this sword. It's been in my family for hundreds of years. I cannot thank you enough. And then as soon as you hand it to them, the quest line finishes. They'd look at you like they've never seen you before and go, you're not meant to be here. Gods. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, what's this? Hey, bruv, game on, chat, play a little data game on Game Pass before it leaves. So engage just pulling the heartstrings. Oh man, there's so much on Game Pass. I can't even. It happens repeatedly in all phones and me improved, literally staring at you. No one said I'm ready to Jacob. What is JDX saying right now? I've probably missed this when I was on my rant. To how you want media to be represented. Jazz, you know a lot. We just don't look at some actually interesting analysis. Okay. I will say this. JDX isn't wrong, actually. The Yasuke doesn't fit in this game at all. People have called me racist for saying this, which is hilarious. It's like if you like Yasuke, then you're woke. If you don't, then you're racist. So I basically said in a video I made about this that I didn't like Yasuke and that the game would be much better without him in it. To which some people perceived as, oh my God, you only like playing as the white person. It's nothing to do with him being black. That's just that's their projection on mine. Yasuke doesn't fit because the game feels like, the game feels like it was built around Naue. For one, it's called Shadows, right? It's built around stealth. The way the combat is, the way the areas are designed, it's very, very built around being stealthy. And when you play as Naue, it all makes sense. It makes sense. It fits like a glove. The game makes sense. The moment it switches to him, it doesn't work. It feels like that was a decision that was made later down the line. Do you remember when they first revealed Shadows, right? That teaser they did? It showed you Naue. jumping on a roof and pulling out her katana, and it was very, very evident it was going to be a ninja sort of game. Yasuke obviously wasn't planned till later down the line. He doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. His story is more. It just doesn't. It feels like something added. It just doesn't work. So JDX isn't wrong. It very much feels like a pander, like there was pandering. Feel like there was like, oh no, we can't just have. Naue is a fine protagonist. They didn't need to do anything else. Now he's fine. Do you know what I mean? Now he's perfectly fine. Yeah, Scoundrel. Trust me, man. I know backlogs are crazy. Backlogs are getting out of control. I honestly, man, I'd be more than happy with it if Microsoft just went, you know what, we're not dropping anything else for the next 6 months. I'd be like, thank God for that. Like, give me some time to catch up. Like, I wasn't disappointed when Fable got delayed. I was relieved, my guy. I was relieved. I was like, Jesus, thank God for that. It's like, live footage of Bruvian saying backshots are out of control. My backlog is out of control. Everyone's out of control. Like, I'm glad Fable isn't coming out. I am. Last thing I need right now is a big open world fantasy game consuming. No, I don't have time. There's too much to play. I don't have time for it. I don't know how to reply to this. I don't know if you're joking, but I wish they pay me if I see a quality game I remember. Yeah, listen, Scoundrel, apparently I've been getting paid by so many people. Like, I just wish someone would tell me. I wish someone would inform my bank that I was being paid. So excited for Atomfall. Yes, it's closing in. When is it actually coming? Because I don't have time. I need to finish Shadows before I play Atomfall. Otherwise, I've paid $14.99 for nothing. Yeah, I'm getting clearly I'm yeah. Oh well, geez, I should really take down my tweet then, because I just tweeted Assassin's Creed Shadows glitching. I maybe should take that down. I mean, look. In the off chance that Ubisoft are watching this, which is probably, not likely, but if Ubisoft are watching this, listen, I'm not above being paid off. Ubisoft. Make it rain or tell them anything. Hit me up. Hit me up, Ubisoft. I'll tell them anything you want me to tell them. Make it rain up in here, man. I have kids to feed. Like, I'll tell them whatever you want to know. Yo, Phil, I'm still waiting for Phil to make it rain. Phil, I'm telling you, man. Phil, hit me up. I'll mark it for you. I'll be a shill. I'll be a grift. Tell me, I'll grift all day. Fuck parties, man. Like, how can they downplay the glory? Yeah, it's so stupid. Assassin's Creed Shadows review tomorrow. There's no chance. There's no chance. There's a reason this isn't a review channel. There's a reason this isn't. And also, I get a lot of things wrong, which is why you should never take reviews by me seriously. And I change my mind a lot, right? I could one day say, Shadows, I don't like Shadows. And then the next day go, oh, you know what? It's better than I thought it was. I change my mind a lot. It takes me a while to really reach a full consensus on what I think. Do you know what I mean? This is why I tend to do just first impressions videos. I will play something and then I react by just telling you my thoughts, but that doesn't necessarily represent what I might think once I've played more of it. I could say I'm having tons of fun with Shadows now, but don't take that as Shadows is good, because I could come back to you in like a month and go, you know what, I really didn't like it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, when I did that video saying I thought I really, really enjoyed Avowed, but now if you ask me about Avowed, it would be a different video if I was to do a video on it. So don't take what I say as gospel. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll talk to you guys about it. Don't take my opinion seriously, because it changes quite often. But I never double down on my opinion though, and I think that's what makes me quite different to a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? I won't say something then double down on it. 3 days, 14 hours until it's a complete. Oh god, yeah, I really need to crack on with Shadow. I'm gonna have to just rush through the campaign, aren't I? I think I'm gonna have to just rush through the campaign. I don't think I don't think with Atomfall coming out. So I certainly want to cover Atomfall. I can't really. I have 3 days, right? I'm just gonna rush through the campaign. I'm just gonna rush through the campaign. Fuck it. Oh, because live footage of Bruvian saying he's on crack. Yeah, I would be the fattest person on crack ever. And my teeth are far too fine. You know, I have far too good teeth to be on crack. But I'm going to film. You're filming a video right now? Greg Guardian, what could you possibly be filming a video on, my guy? Jesus Christ. I'm not going to download South of Midnight as well. I'm in no rush to play South of Midnight. That game just does not. It doesn't jump out to me, man. Yeah. Look, I'm going to tell you. You know, British man with great teeth. I'm an anomaly, my guys. I am an anomaly. But you're gonna play. Yes, I am gonna play. And I am gonna play that. I just agree with you. I prefer playing the Yasuke because I like making pass. Listen, Helder, that is as valid as a point you could make. Seriously, I cannot argue with that. I can't. Listen, chat. Listen, if you just want to like slam people, break skulls, break down walls, and just be a giant behemoth of a samurai just massacring your way through, bruv, it's valid. I can't say this guy is wrong, right? This is what I'm saying. It's all about opinion. I've always preferred stealth. I enjoy stealth a lot. So the opportunity to play my shinobi ninja sort of fantasy, I really like that. My issue with Yasuke as well is that when you no, you can't. He can't. It does that whole, oh, you can't kill innocent people because we'll desynchronize you bollocks. It does all that. Dreamcast guy deserves all the smoke. Dreamcast guy is just Dreamcast guy, isn't it? Guy's an idiot. All these ponies are idiots, man. Did you see MBG? It might be time. I might have to cook MBG. He hasn't had it yet, and I keep seeing him saying stupid stuff. So he might have to get the smoke next. I might have to get into that kitchen and start preparing the meal for you and feeding my people that. Who is going to want to play South Midnight? Yeah, exactly, man. I'm going to buy that. First Berserk looks great. I played the demo. I really enjoyed it. So I'm probably going to pick that up. How much is it? How much is it? It's not this. How much? What are we talking for first Berserker? What? But as I can understand the hey bro, I don't know what Dirt Gritties is, so I couldn't tell you. And look, I'll be honest, man. As a rule, I'm not a big fan of appearing on shows. As a rule, it's not something I'm a fan of doing. It's $49.99. I just bought Monster Hunter Wilds and it sent me back 65. I'm a bit. How long is until it's out? Hang on, because I'd like to cover that. I'd like to do a video on that, but I need to play a substantial amount first. Oh, you're right. $49.99. How long until it comes out? 27th of March? Oh, come on, man. I can't get it then. I can't get it. I can't buy that. I don't have 50 yet. That's insane, man. What is it with this year in the game releases, man? Like, that's ridiculous. Oh yeah, Mr. Glass. Yeah, you're right. The Mafia? Bro, that Mafia remake? Yo. Don't we need a Max Payne remake, don't you think? Do we not need a Max Payne remake? We really could use a Max Payne remake, couldn't we? Like that where is that, chat? Where is Max Payne? That's coming? Yo, is it really? Are we really getting that? Oh, come on, man. They confirmed it already? You're lying. I don't believe you. Remedy with funding from Rockstar announced plans to remake Max Payne and Max Payne 2. Oh shit. It's coming. Bully's coming as well. Oh, I never got to play Bully, so that's quite exciting. I'll have to jump into First Berserker probably in about a month. I'll probably try and grab it on my birthday, which is like late April. I had no idea. I had no idea they were remaking Max Payne. That fills me with joy. That fills me with a lot of joy. It would. Bully, again, I've not played Bully, but I wanted to. But I'll wait now for the remake. Max Payne remake. God damn it. Yo, is it going to be just like a full remake? Or is it going to be like just a paint job? What do you think? What do we think? Is it going to be is it going to be like a full-on remake? Yeah, people keep saying get a PC, man. Like, listen, you don't understand. I'm broke. Like, people say get a PC, man. What? Listen, man. I can't afford a PC, bro. They have to remake it. Yeah, I was gonna say. They have to. There has to be a full remake, doesn't it? Because that's old, man. Do you remember how? Yeah, PCs are expensive, man. I can't afford a PC, bro. Like, people with PCs just say this shit so easily. Like, oh, just go buy a PC. Oh, why didn't I think of that? What? All these years. Nearly. I'm 40 next year. All these years, and I never thought, why don't I just buy a PC? You can, but I don't like to get things on finance. As a rule, I already have a lot of monthly outgoings, and I don't like to add something else to that unnecessarily. And the PC isn't something I need. It's something that I would like to have. I can't just justify that. Do you know what I mean? I can't justify that. I would rather just buy it outright and save my money where I can. Finance is a trap. And you end up spending a lot more. Do you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? The problem is, man, console pretty much gives me everything I need. This is the thing. It's hard for me to justify because console gives me a lot of what I need. Like, I'm quite happy and content to turn it on and play. Like, console serves my needs quite fine. I'm not a hardcore gamer guy, right? I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm not that hardcore. I'm more than happy with with what I get on a console. So, for me to justify the spend to get into it, it's hard for me to justify. Is what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? It's, you know, if I was in my 20s and didn't have responsibilities and didn't have loads of outgoings, it would be easy to do. But in my situation, I need to be careful about what I spend, and I need to be able to justify it. It's hard to justify the cost of a PC, which is why I'm excited about this Xbox crossover thing, because it's like, oh, that's going to be everything I ever needed in one hybrid system. Like, that's right. That's perfect. That is perfect. Yeah, it probably angers some people that those who game on console. Look, I've always been happy on console. It's convenient, bruv. You press it, you turn it on, it's there. Like, you know what I mean? It's just convenient, bruv. I mean, it's everything I need. It's just I have everything I want. Do you know what I mean? It's nice and convenient. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just press your game and you're in. Boom. You know what I mean? It's there's a place for both, but I know it's like people who've been on PC for a long time probably don't understand. And look, if I had a PC, if the only thing stopping me getting a PC is resources. If I had the money to spend, I would be a PC gamer. There's no two ways about it. I would. If money wasn't an option, I would be a PC gamer. The reason I'm on console is purely not because I somehow prefer console. I prefer console because I don't have an option. Do you know what I mean? I don't have an option. But it's not though, JDX. It's not though. because it is still expensive. It's a lot more of an investment at the front end. Not everyone has the money to jump into the investment at the front end. I know you save money with Steam and stuff like that, but it still costs a lot of money. It does. It's not cheap. It's much easier just to buy a system, a console, and you're done. One day, look. Next, like April next year, guys, I am 40. It is my goal to at least have a PC by the time I'm 40 years old, right? If I get to 40 and have never had a PC, then that is nuts. Like that's actually a sad story, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So I over the course of the year, I'd like to start buying parts. My problem and my fear is, what if I buy a part? You can probably help me with this in the chat. What if I buy, for example, a CPU and I start buying parts throughout the year? But then what if throughout the year the CPU becomes outdated? Or would that not happen? Because I don't know how fast this stuff moves. What if I buy a CPU and then when I come to buying a GPU, say it might take me 6-7 months to grab myself a GPU after I buy the CPU. What if by the time I do that, the CPU I bought no longer is compatible or it's dated? And do you know what I mean? So that's the tricky thing. I can buy the parts, one major part a month or whatever. So it's just difficult. Bro, my partner's PC was built over 5 years ago. She still plays the games today. It's fine. Oh, so good. Now, if you try and get a pre-built PC, yeah, they're going to shaft you on work costs. That could be unavoidable, but 6-7 months are going to be fine. Yeah, I mean, I try and get the big stuff first. I'm just not sure whether I should. What would I start with? Would I start with the motherboard? Would that be the best thing to buy first, or would I buy the GPU and build it around the GPU? Do you know what I mean? Like which part should I build the system around? Which I suppose I should build it around the most expensive. So should I start with the CPU or the GPU? What would be the, especially if you're not dedicated to playing these bloatware AAA releases? Go back to my chat. Yo, VR Gamer, thank you for the £5, man. I've sent you parts that will be fine for years to come. So the parts you sent me are going to be fine. That's my worry. I'm not bothered about fidelity. Listen, I couldn't give a shit about fidelity. I'm more than happy just to play on 1080p. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not bothered about 4K, that's for sure. All I really want is a smooth, solid 120 FPS. Give me a smooth, solid 120 FPS, and I'm good. CPU, okay. I didn't know that. No, I don't care about resolution really. No, I don't really care. I care more about frames. If I can have a locked 120 FPS or more, then I'm good. I really don't. I'm not bothered about it being in 4K. I've been more than happy with a 1080p system, which never ever drops below 60. Do you know what I mean? I want all of the frames. I want it as smooth as a performance as I can get. I'm not going to compromise performance for 4K. Not in a million years. Not ever. I'm not going to be bumping up the graphics to max if it's going to cost me my frame. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be playing anything. I'm at 165 FPS on a piece. That's ridiculous. All right. Well, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I'd take that. 165. I mean, this maxes out at 144 anyway. So yeah, 144. So as long as if I can get 144, I'm happy. If I can hit 144 on my OLED, I'm happy. I picked him up as VR sent me a really nice list of parts to pick up. So I'm going to start grabbing them as time goes on. Yo, Drew, how are you doing, man? I'm doing okay, Miss. Yeah, she's doing well, Spec. She's nearly finished Mass Effect 3. She's doing really, really good. She's now said that the Mass Effect games are it's now her favorite. They're her favorite games of all time right now. So it's left after years and years of nagging her, begging and pleading with her to play Mass Effect. She started it, and now she's absolutely in love with it. She's really close to the end of ME3. Say nothing, chat. Nothing at all. Don't say shit. Thankfully, thankfully she's got to play ME3 in its all of its glory with all the add-ons and all the DLCs and all the extras, and so she's really enjoyed it. I forgot how much they added. They added tons to that game. Jesus. She's not playing the Mass Effect 3 I played. Jazz, stop. Listen to Steve. Stop resisting. Jarek, bruv, they added tons. You need to play it again. They added so much. I'm watching her play it like, what the fuck? What is this? Like, there's so much stuff I can't even... There's like 20 hours of content added to that game. The amount of stuff in the Citadel alone is crazy. Terminator Resistance, yeah, man, that's a game that's been on my list for a while. No, Jazz, stop it. Drew, it's not just a Leviathan DLC. Everything in the Citadel is crazy. They added so many conversations in the Citadel. They added so many interactions with party members. It's absolutely bonkers. We're just talking Mass Effect right now. Don't say anything though, because my wife is towards the end of number 3. Yeah, Spec out. I don't trust people who aren't fans of Terminator. I think if you don't like Terminator, there's a problem. You have a problem. To Star Wars is what... Oh, I have Star Wars. Hang on. I downloaded it because it was on... I downloaded it. It was on Ubisoft Plus. Yeah, so my wife, she's towards the end. She's playing Mass Effect 3 right now. Right now. Terminator, for me personally, the original Terminator is my favorite. That's my favorite. I as much as I love Terminator 2, I like Terminator 1 more. I just do. I liked that it was... Terminator 2 was a phenomenal action movie, but I just loved the more horror, thematically, the more horror theme of Terminator 1. I loved the original Terminator. It's because it's all new then, right? Do you know what I mean? Don't say anything about Mass Effect. Don't say shit about the ending. Don't talk about it. My wife is in the chat. She's not there yet. She's almost at the ending. Don't spoil shit. Okay? So, yeah, Terminator 1 I thought was, yeah, please don't say anything. Don't say shit, chat. Seriously. Guys, what the hell happened to Terminator 3? Like, Terminator 3 was so bad. It was so bad. Terminator 3 was vile. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Terminator 1, man. Terminator 1 was just... Yo, they just brought it out in 4K. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to treat myself to it soon. I want to rewatch it again in 4K. But it's so good. Terminator 1. It's peak, man. It's peak. Do you know which one I really enjoyed? One which a lot of people didn't, but I really did. Genesis. I'm not on this hate Genesis train. I liked it, man. I liked it. Oh, Hod Slayer, why did you tell her that? Look, I've been telling my wife for so many years. I've been going on and on and on about there's 3 franchises that I have gone on about since we met. There's 3 franchises that I've never stopped ranting on about. Legacy of Kain, Metal Gear Solid, and Mass Effect. I have gone on and on about those games since we met. And finally, when they remastered Soul Reaver, I got to introduce her to that. She played it. She loved it, right? And then I've been nagging her to play Mass Effect forever. Nagging her. Please play it. Please play it. Please play it. And she resisted because typically she's not really a sci-fi sort of girl. She's not really big on sci-fi, which is fine. Not everyone is. But I'm like, look, it goes beyond the theme. Just trust me, play it. So I made her start with Mass Effect 2 because it's more accessible than Mass Effect 1. And now she thinks it's her favorite games of all time. So now I just need to introduce her to Metal Gear Solid, and Metal Gear Solid Delta's coming, so she gets to experience that. Yes, I have told her plenty about Skyrim, but not as much as the other ones. Like she knows I love Skyrim, but I've not really been pushing her to play Skyrim the way I have. Listen, you say that, Drew, but she played it. It's ancient, but she still loved Legacy of Kain. Soul Reaver 1 is better than Soul Reaver 2. And I didn't know that until I replayed them. AI is so advanced that you can get it to make a new Terminator if you and it would look professionally done. Yeah, man, I can give it my version of a Terminator movie. Look, I don't know how they got it so wrong. How do you get Terminator wrong? It's really not that complicated, man. It's not that complicated, man. Xbox is king. They better not be. Please don't say that. They're not making... I'm going to research this. They better not be. MJS is my second favorite channel. Yeah, hello. Jack, listen, I'm going to say something. I'm not a fan of Tali. I find her overrated. I find her boring. I don't like Tali. I don't like her. I find her dull. I find the Quarians dull. They're just space gypsies. I don't find the Quarians... Space gypsies with Russian accents. I just don't get the Quarian. I'm sorry. I know. That's a spicy take. Listen, the internet loves Tali. I don't know why. I don't understand why. What is interesting? You know what? Do you know what I like to do? I like to side with Legion. And I like to watch the Quarian fleet get wiped out. That's what I like to do. And I smile and go, take that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm currently on a run of Mass Effect 2 right now, right? I'm currently playing this. First time ever, I'm playing as a female shepherd. For the first time ever, I'm playing as a female shepherd, right? And you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. In the suicide mission, I'm going to watch Tali die. And it's going to be funny. And I'm going to watch her get killed off. That's right. I'm going to kill off Tali just for lol, just for the laugh, just for the humor of it. I'm going to watch her die. That's right. I already killed Rex in this playthrough. I might as well go all the way. Rex didn't make it through Mass Effect 1. I'm going to make sure half my crew die in the suicide mission. I'm going to make sure that Jack dies, Thane dies. I'm going to kill them all. I might even just be the last one standing. How about that? Just for the fun of it. I might just be the last one standing in this run. Fuck it. Know what I mean? Fuck it. I might just do that. Oh. So yeah, I might I'll load up an early save there. Yeah, I'm gonna kill them all off, man. I'm gonna kill everyone off in this one. No one's gonna make it. They're all going to die. Everyone. Oh, chat, look.
clinic. I came here to help
Where's the
you.
remote?
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
Those vials contain the cure.
What should I do with this Batarian guy? What should I do with
You
him?
can cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! One more step and kill your friend.
Pull that trigger and you're breathing through a new hole in your head. Let him go and you walk away.
Oh, God.
You must think Batarians are stupid.
I'm gonna kill him
Wants
all.
to stop you from killing us if we let him go.
Let him live, I let you leave. Kill him, I do the same to you.
Let him go.
Are you ready? This is awesome, this bit. Watch this.
You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
How I know you won't shoot me in the back as soon as I turn around.
Like I thought. Kill them all.
Oh, my God. You murdered them. In cold blood.
Yo. She's pretty hot, isn't she? What do you think, Chad?
You want to end up like those Batarians? Just keep on talking. Be smart. Turn around and get back to Morden's clinic.
This is wrong. Wait until Morden hears about this.
She would get it, wouldn't she? Huh? Yo, I made a good shepherd, man. I made a good shepherd. She's a gangster, man. My shepherd is a gangster. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna really bro, Frick wants to link up with you, hit him up. He knows where to find me. I'm not hidden. No, I'm not hiding, I'm not hidden. Frick knows where to find me. If he wants to speak to me, he'll hit me up. What do you mean, hit Frit up? Fritz will hit me up. That's how that works. Bro, I got a question. What makes you like Mass Effect so much yet think Avowed is a crappy game? Okay, I can answer that pretty easily. Okay. So, easy question. What makes Mass Effect so good? There's a variety of things, okay? So, I'm going to try and simplify this answer as much because it's quite okay. Avowed doesn't do anything to advance the genre, okay? Avowed doesn't break the mold. It doesn't increase the standard. It doesn't do anything. It's a very safe game. When Mass Effect 1 came out, it did that. It set a new bar. It did things that no other game had done before, specifically the way dialogue was integrated, the dialogue wheel. Its characters were very well written. It was very creative. It was a very ambitious project. There's nothing ambitious about Avowed. Avowed plays it safe. Mass Effect has cemented itself in gaming legacy because of how big the scope of its ambition was. The way all your choices, no matter how small, carried over into the next game, and you'd have these little cameos from people. You look, the Mass Effect, to try and compare, Avowed doesn't do anything. No one will talk about Avowed in 10 years' time. The fact that people can play the trilogy now, when Mass Effect 1 came out in 2007, right? You can play Mass Effect 1 now, and it still beats most games that come out today, right? Mass Effect, look, how they created an entire sci-fi fiction which stands up there with the best sci-fi fictions. The attention to detail, the character writing, everything about it is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Mass Effect 2 still stands as one of the greatest single-player experiences in gaming today. To compare that to Avowed is stupid. Avowed, no one gives a shit about Avowed. Do you think in 2035 people will talk about Avowed? No, but I guarantee you in 2035 the name Mass Effect will still be spoken. We will still be talking about Mass Effect in 10 years. Because it left its mark on gaming. Whether you like Mass Effect or you don't, it left a mark on the industry. It's a game that people look back and look at as, okay, that's a standard. What it did, what it continues to do, left a mark. Avowed doesn't leave a mark on anything. Avowed it's slop. You can like that. There's nothing wrong with slop. Slop is sometimes good slop, but it's slop. It's nothing new. You can't tell me a single thing that Avowed does which is that great. It doesn't. It's a bunch of average things put together. There's nothing special about Avowed. It's slop. It's meh. That's what Avowed is. It's meh. There's so many other better games than Avowed. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Xbox, but you're wrong. That's an inaccurate thing to say. How is that right? You can't say, right, this is your argument. The combat is better than Skyrim. Brother, Skyrim came out in 2011. A game coming out in 2025 having better combat than a game coming out in 2011 isn't a flex. It should be. If that's your leading argument, well, it has better combat than a game that came out in 2011. That's not a flex, is it? Do you know what I mean? What sort of... It should have. It should be better than... But you know what? I would argue you're wrong. I would argue you're wrong. I would argue the combat is still better in Skyrim than it is in Avow. I would say the combat is more... I would say you have more choices in your combat in Skyrim. There's more choices. Do you know what I mean? There's a bit more variety. It's a bit deeper than the combat in Avowed is. You can't say it. Look, Skyrim came out in 2011. Avowed should be better at everything than Skyrim. It should have better combat, a better world, better visuals, better writing, better story. It should be better than Skyrim in every single way. Like, it came out in 2011 on the 360 and the PS3. How is a game out on a Series X and a PS5 lacking in any department? The fact that it does, look, Avowed, Avowed doesn't, look, I'm sorry, man. I know there's some hardcore Xbox guys who follow this channel and people might not like this, but Avowed really isn't, it's no more than a 5 out of 10. It's average. You guys are wrong. Like, all you see is these levels and the way they build their caverns. They're so colorful, looking good and done on Unreal Engine. All you see is these levels and the way they build these caverns. Look, man, Avowed is... Look, bruv, there's nothing special about Avowed. Have you seen how... Look, do you know in Skyrim, bruv? Do you know in Skyrim, all the NPCs have a routine. They will go to bed at night. They'll get up. They'll go to work. They have interactions. If they have a farm, you'll see them working on the farm. Then they'll go home, right? In Avowed, they don't even do that. In Avowed, you'll see the same NPC sweeping the path for 35 hours. They'll stand in one spot and just be sweeping. That's what they do. Do not compare Avowed to Skyrim. It's an insult to Skyrim. And an insult to the legacy that Skyrim has made. Because Avowed isn't making no legacy, my guy. The best thing about Avowed is the fact that Garrus's voice actor is in it. That's it. Not the odd days where, like, I think games you missed out. No, I mean, you can like Avowed. Like, there's not ever anyone, you know, you're not wrong in liking it, but you're wrong in saying it's anything like Skyrim. It's not. Skyrim made such an impact, it was like a meteorite. The entire gaming world stopped and paid attention to Skyrim. It was like, oh shit, this is what gaming can be. Like, it introduced so many people who otherwise wasn't into RPGs to RPGs. It was groundbreaking in 2011. Avowed is not doing that. Do you know what I mean? Avowed isn't doing that. And again, you shouldn't be comparing it to... I think the combat is way better. Yeah, it came out... It should be, bro. That's not a flex. It's not a flex. If Avowed came out in 2011, it's not. It should be. Skyrim's ancient, bruv. Skyrim is ancient. It's like what? It's over 10 years old, bruv. It's like what, 15 years old, Skyrim. You can't be like, well, I think the combat's better than Skyrim. What sort of argument is this? Like, that's a stupid argument. Like, Jesus. Yeah. Having better combat than it, that doesn't make Avowed good. I'm comparing it because they're similar games, and yes, you said, I mean, I still think Skyrim. Look, but Skyrim has more versatility though. There's a lot more you can do in Skyrim's combat, even on the vanilla game, than you can do on Avowed, bruv. There's more magic schools for one. The illusion magic basically mind control, conjuration, alteration, destruction. There's more ways you can variety you can mix the combat. You don't have to go into you not only I'll tell you what, right? The kill animations on Skyrim are better. You shoot the bow and the camera follows the arrows to the kill shot. You can't do that in Avow. The stealth is better in Skyrim. There's a lot. The combat actually has a lot going for it in Skyrim. It does. You don't have to fight. You can literally upgrade your illusion magic and look at a group of enemies and have them all attack themselves, and you just stand there and watch them all kill each other. You can't do that in Avow. You can conjure, an ice creature to charge into combat, while you stand there and just fire lightning at people. It's don't act like Skyrim isn't nuts. Your Skyrim is actual sandbox, like Jarek said. The world is alive in Skyrim. It isn't alive in Avowed. Avowed world is empty and barren of anything. You run into the same NPCs. You run into the same group of stupid lizard enemies time and time again. The combat loop gets so boring and repetitive in Avowed. I just find Avowed to be incredibly mid. I find it to be unforgivably mid for a game in 2025. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know Avowed's the first game, but still, bruv, 2025, it should have been better than it was. It should have been. And it's funny, people call me a fanboy, right? But if I was like an Xbox fanboy, I would have been saying how great Avowed was. Do you know what I mean? I would be out here saying it's amazing. I can't say that about Avowed because I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way at all. I enjoyed it at first. I really liked it at the beginning, but then the more I played it, the cracks started. I just started seeing it for what it was. And when you've played as many games as I have, I've played much older games that are so much better than Avowed. Did you guys ever play Kingdom of Amula? That was a good one. That was. Well, I consider it mid. Because the way I look at games is, I don't consider mid bad. I've said this publicly a lot. You can have a lot of fun with mid. Not every game has to be a masterpiece. But for me to give it more than mid would mean it would be good. I can't consider Avowed being a 7. There's to be a 7, you still have to be a pretty good fucking game. And I don't think Avowed it doesn't do good enough. It's too flat across the board. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Do you know what I mean? That's just who am I? For me, Avowed was lacking. If I want to play an RPG, there's so many other RPGs on Game Pass which are better than Avowed. I just can't justify playing Avowed. There's so many better games out there that I could play. If I wanted to play I didn't say it was better than Skyrim. I'm just saying it does a lot of things better than Skyrim did. Oh, of course it does. Kingdoms of Amula was really good, Jarek. It was so underrated. So underrated. Indiana Jones Purely, good, man. Yeah, they're going to have a good game coming out. They're going to have a good game. Yeah, Outer Worlds 2, man, that's going to be fire. They have a good game coming out. I didn't play the remastered. No, I didn't. I didn't get to play. It's always playing to come across all kinds of crazy stuff, just different areas. You know me, just play a watch it by. I'll tell you what, man. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Whew, that's a game. Holy shit, is that a game? Wow. That is a game, guys. It's a game I had to shelf for the same reason I can't play Red Dead yet. It's too much, man. Got to respect truth talk. Yeah, man, look, Brothers Grimm, I will always just say what I feel about something. And listen, I've turned off many of my own subscribers being this way. I think a lot of people subscribe to my channel thinking I was just going to fangirl over the Xbox. So when I started being critical of Avowed and saying I didn't like Starfield, I sort of turned off many of my own subscribers because I was like, oh, he's not just going to fanboy over Xbox. Well, no, I'm not. I will always tell you my honest opinion of stuff. Do you know what I mean? If PlayStation release a game, if Ghost of Yotei comes out, or what is it? Phantom Blade Zero, and they are amazing, I'll say they're amazing. I'm not going to downplay them. Like the PlayStation fanboys, they'll downplay everything that comes on the Xbox. That's what makes me different to a lot of people out there, right? If a game comes out on PlayStation, I will say on my channel, it's a great game and I love it and I think it's amazing. I won't downplay it for the sake of trying to appease fanboys, right? So you'll always get my honest take. Whether I'm right or wrong, that's up for debate. But I will always give you guys my honest take. I'm not an X-Fault or an MBG. I'm not gonna be biased towards anything, and that's for both sides. If a game comes out on Xbox, I think it's great. I'll say it's great. But if I don't, I'll say I don't think it's great. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a fanboy of either side. Do you know what I mean? I will give you my honest take on stuff, and you guys know that. So if I say that there's a feature on Xbox that's good, I'm telling you from a place of honesty. Do you know what I mean? There's too many people. There's people on the Xbox that do it as well. There's people on Xbox who do it as well. They're wrong. They shouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be honest. It's nonsense. I've seen people on both sides. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? I've seen people saying stuff like putting down PlayStation games like they're terrible, and I've had to stand up and go, "Hang on!" Like sometimes people get confused by me, man. Like like people think I'm a fanboy, then they don't know what to say when I prove them wrong. Like someone who followed me, who stopped following me on Twitter because of this. Someone said that Xbox games have better graphics than PlayStation games. It's not even debatable, and I was like, "Bruv." You can't say that. It's like, that's wrong. Like that you can't listen. I don't like, do you know the Horizon games, right? I don't like them. I think Aloy is one of the most boring protagonists ever, right? But bro, Horizon Forbidden West is a graphical anomaly. That game is so beautiful, it's nuts. You cannot say Xbox has the best. You can't say it. Because Demon Souls is still one of the best looking graphical showcases this generation. Horizon Forbidden West, you've got Death Stranding, I know it's out on Xbox as well, but still, the Last of Us games, the remastered Last of Us 1 and 2, is still look, bro, stop. So I had to sort of put him in place and be like, bro, you can't say that. Like, you can't say that. There's some crazy looking PlayStation exclusive games. Ratchet and Clank. There's some nuts games that look amazing on that system. Ghost of Tsushima remake. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't say that. Like there's some absolute. Still, the PlayStation exclusives do look mental. I can't stress enough how insane. You're right. Some of the best looking games are. Off the part, I'm telling you, man, they have some exclusives which look insane. Look, and unless Horizon Forbidden West still, I can't believe how good it looks. I remember playing it thinking, how is this even possible? Like, it's still to this day is probably one of the best looking games I've ever played. It's more impressive to me than Hellblade 2 because Hellblade 2, yes, it looks good, but you're just walking slowly, right? Horizon Forbidden West looks amazing when all this madness is happening on screen. Like, if only they could have made the game good. Like, because the story is so boring and terrible and that I can't play it. But man, the devs, bro, seriously. Cyberpunk has a sense of, you know what, man? Horizon Forbidden West, its gameplay is amazing. It's just the story I can't get behind. The story is so boring. Aloy is so crap. How did they... Man, what a waste of a game. Like, so... they could have done so much more. Come on, man. A game where we're playing as a nomadic person fighting robot metal dinosaurs. And we play as Aloy? Come on, man. That's the best they could do. Come on, bro. Oh, RPGs. Oh, I can tell you above. I've played a bunch of RPGs, man. I talk about Mass Effect because I absolutely love it. That's why I talk about it. But yeah, man. The other RPGs that I really like, bro, there's a bunch. Dragon Age Origins, I think, is goated. I think it's absolutely amazing. Dragon Age Origins. Baldur's Gate 3, amazing game. Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2. Kingdoms of Amula. The original Dragon's Dogma, not so much number 2, but Final Fantasy 8 is my 8 and 9 are my favorite Final Fantasies. Yeah, anyone who's not a Mass Effect fan isn't to be trusted. Mass Effect, I've just started, I'm a Mass Effect 2 again. If you don't like Mass Effect, then how are you even a gamer? Do you know what I mean? How are you even into gaming if you don't like Mass Effect? That I don't understand you. If you don't like Mass Effect to me is the pinnacle of what we can achieve in this medium. I think I just don't get you. We don't understand each other. If you don't like Mass Effect, I don't know what we're doing here. It's like, if you tell me you're not a fan of Metal Gear Solid, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I don't know you. Like, what are we doing here, man? Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII was so good. Everyone loves 7. I never really liked 7. I didn't like 7. I didn't like it. I wasn't even interested in 8 because of how much I disliked 7. I only played 8 because it was bought for me for Christmas. I remember it coming in like 4 discs and being like, wow, this is nuts. Anyway, I'll try it, see what it's like. And the moment that first cutscene hit, yes, I know Metal Gear Solid 5 was we don't talk about Metal Gear Solid 5. We don't talk about it. Yo, all the Mass Effect games. Okay, yo, please listen to me. Yo, listen, please. I beg you. I'm begging you. Please start it and let me know your progress. Please keep me updated. Yeah, I've played Hellblade. I haven't played the second one yet. I started it just to see the graphics because people was like, "Oh my god, you need to see the graphics of Hellblade." So I was like, "Okay, I'll look," and it does look absolutely nuts. Red Dead, I've never played it. I started Red Dead out of curiosity, and it looks insane. I will start Shadows this weekend. Oh yeah, yes. The Mass Effect 1 through 3 will be my favorite. Mass Effect is great, man. We don't talk about Andromeda, man. You're right, Xbox is king. I can't argue. It does. Ghost of Yotai does look a bit like DLC. It does. It does look a bit like DLC. Yo, Rich, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, you've got to play the Legendary Edition, bro. Yeah, that's like peak Mass Effect if you play that. You can't stand movie games. I don't know, man. I like them. What do you mean by movie games, though? Give me some examples, VR. What are you talking about? I've tried Mass Effect like 18 times and just never gripped me. That's fine. Sometimes that happens, man. Listen, Witcher 3, same happened with me. I've started Witcher 3 maybe like 8 times, right? I can never get into it. I just can never get into it, man. I'm the guy, yeah, I know, I remember you, man. It's funny because what I meant by that was, and I still stand by this, I think Ghost of Tsushima had better graphics when it came out than Shadows has now. So what I mean is, it's even though Shadows does have better graphics than Ghost of Tsushima now, I think Ghost of Tsushima raised the bar higher back when that launched than Shadows does right now. Do you know what I mean? Shadows has good graphics, but it's not outstanding. It's not like, oh my god, look at this. When Ghost of Tsushima came out on the PS4, it was mind-blowing. It was like, holy, it was like, it raised the bar. It was phenomenal. Shadows isn't that. Do you know what I mean? It's great, but it isn't that. But you know what's funny, man? Witcher 3, I've tried so many times. Bro, I've tried so many times with Witcher 3, and I just don't. It's weird, right? Because I can see that Witcher 3 is amazing. Do you know what I mean? I can see it's amazing. I can see that. When I'm playing it, I can tell the systems are great, the world is detailed, the characters are rich, the graphics are beautiful. But for whatever reason, despite all these things, I can't get into it. There's something about it that I just don't connect with. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of The Witcher himself. Maybe I just don't connect with the Witcher character. Maybe I would like it more if I got to make my own character. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not. I just can't connect with Witcher 3. And it's a shame because everyone tells me how amazing it is. And I always feel like I'm missing out on Witcher 3, but I just can't. I can't do it. It does, yeah. That might be it, you know. It doesn't have weight. I never thought of that. It's very floaty. It is very floaty. It is floaty. That might be it. It is quite, when you're in combat, it is a bit floaty, isn't it? It doesn't land with much impact. And I think that probably affected my enjoyment of it. That might be it. I think that combined with the fact I found Geralt quite boring. Do you play Monster Hunter Wilds? Yo, bruv, Rich, I have it. I bought it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing though. Bruv, I have it. I don't know what the hell I am doing. Bruv, I don't know what I am doing on Monster Hunter Wilds, man. Oh, is it because of the one? I got it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never played Monster Hunter before. I find it so overwhelming. I don't know what I'm doing on Monster Hunter Wilds. I'll show you my guy. Let me show you my guy, right? I'll show you my guy. Hang on. I need to sign in on this account first. But, yo, it is hard. It is hard, Rich. It is hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard, man. I think I picked the wrong weapon. I picked a weapon I thought sounded the coolest, right? But I think what am I doing? Oh, yeah. I picked the weapon where you have a sword and a shield, but you can connect your shield to your sword to create like a heavy axe. I picked that one. But I don't know what I'm doing, man. This game is so like, for someone, you know, I picked that. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing? The reason I'm not playing this much late at the minute is because I really want to get through Shadows. Charge Blade, yeah, I picked Charge Blade. I'm thinking maybe I messed up. You know what I mean. Maybe I picked a weapon which is a bit too advanced for a noob. That's what I mean. My guy I made is terrible. My guy is so ugly. It's terrible. I made the, yeah, I sort of wish I picked the dual blades. Show you my guy, hang on. God, my phone does a terrible job at picking up the screen, man. Oh my God. How do I even show you how do I even go into my, I don't know what I'm doing. You see, I mean, I don't know how to pull up my menus or anything. But this is my guy. My camera does not like looking at screens at all. No, I can't show you because it's just not gonna. I need to find a better camera, man. That's what I need to do. But I might have to start again because that weapon is really difficult to use. But I'm gonna get through. It's funny, man. You could switch. Oh, okay. There's too much to play. Like I bought it and I started it, but then Shadows hit. I was like, well, Shadows are going to require a lot less attention. Do you know what I mean? Than Monster Hunter World. So I need to sort of be in a position where I can play Monster Hunter Wilds properly. Do you know what I mean? Not played Wilds. Do prefer the use as a great sword though. Just start with a sword and shield and Monster Hunter. Yeah, sword and shield is usually a pretty safe bet. Do you know what I mean? You've got good offense, you've got good defense. It's usually a good way to start. And I just like I thought the idea of mixing the shield, attaching the shield to the sword to make an axe was the most anime shit ever. I would like the 4th Mass Effect. You mean the new one? I don't know, man. I sort of wish they'd just leave Mass Effect alone. I don't even want them to make one. I just wish they'd leave it. After the whole I have to get through Monster Hunter Shadows, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Jesus, Rich, how much time do you have, bruv? I after what they did to Veilguard, just stay away. Just stay away. Just don't touch it. How about that? How about you just don't touch Mass Effect and just leave it as it is? You mean the 5th Mass Effect? Yeah. Why don't just leave it alone? Don't I mean just leave it alone? Like we don't need to go there. Yeah, you know we don't need Mass Effect Veilguard. Okay, don't do that because I'm gonna have to play it. You see, I could avoid Dragon Age. I like Dragon Age. I don't love Dragon Age. Didn't need to do it, right? We already had Andromeda. That was a mess. We don't need. No. We don't do that to us, right? Don't do that. I don't need that. I do not need Mass Effect tainting with this terrible BioWare that exists. Because BioWare Evolved doesn't exist. Do you know what I'm going to wait for? I'm just going to wait for Exodus. Because at least we know that many of the creative minds behind the original trilogy are creating Exodus. So Exodus will be a spiritual successor of Mass Effect. But I don't need a Mass Effect, a new one. No. Because the thing is, man, I'm going to have to play it. That's the thing. Like, Exodus is a game made by the same writers, many of the same team as the original Mass Effect. It's literally Mass Effect, but not Mass Effect. A big sci-fi RPG. It's Exodus, but it's Mass Effect. Written by Drew Kopishian, the same guy who penned a lot of the story in Mass Effect. A lot of the original trilogy team are behind it. Basically, the team that did that Mass Effect to do in Exodus. It's a whole new studio, a brand new IP. It's a game I highly recommend you researching and looking into it. It's set in a big book universe. I can't wait to play it. Hang on. Damn, bro, you got the same thinking. I'm setting money aside for Mass Effect 4's collection edition. No, bro, Dark Cloud. Don't give them any money. Don't give them a dime. Do not pre-order fucking the new Mass Effect, bro. Don't do it. Don't, man. Wait. This isn't the same people, bro. Don't do that. This is... Remember Veilguard. Remember them. They're the guys who will be... Bruv, don't. It's not Mass Effect, bruv. It's not. It's just Mass Effect in name. They will not be getting a dime from me, bruv. They will not be getting a penny from me. If they can pull off the unthinkable... And actually, do you know what they need to do? This would be a step in the right direction. Do you know what they need to do? At least let us play as an alien race. At least let us play as a Turian or a Krogan or a Solarian, or even let us be a Volus. You know, imagine playing as a fucking Volus. You know, at least let us play as an alien, right? But I do not trust Mass. Look, they're not going to win me over by showing me Liara or showing me someone else. Who go, oh, look, it's Mass Effect. No, fuck you, right? I know it's not. Casey Hudson isn't involved. Drew Corpushian isn't involved. None of the original team are involved. It is not Mass Effect, right? No one who created and conceived and brought that to life is involved in this. So it isn't. It's a bunch of people who probably don't have anywhere near the love for the series as I do making it. No. You see what they did to Dragon Age, bro? They literally retconned the entire lore. You see what they did to the Kunari, bro? You see what they did to the Kunari? They took these big horned, beastly savages and turned them into whatever monstrosity that was. They like took all. It's like they replaced their testosterone with flowers. That's what they did. Like. Like I said in my last live, we judged Dragon Age 2 too harshly. They're rich. There should be a trial. There should be a criminal trial for what they did to Dragon Age, man. No, so the story will be done by the same. Will be done the same. Oh, story will be done. Yeah, it's. Oh, don't. Extra chapters of law you can read on the website. Bro, if it's the Veilguard writers, look, please forget about it. Let's just forget about it, bro. But the only hope that I hold on to is that maybe, just maybe, because Veilguard did so bad, flopped so hard, that the BioWare, they're going, oh, wait a second, we can't do Mass Effect 4 how we was going to do Mass Effect now. We need to just redo the whole thing, and maybe, just maybe, they'll make it good. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Veilguard had to be sacrificed so that we can get the Mass Effect that we all want. But I'm not holding my fucking breath because I do not trust this BioWare. It's not the same BioWare, and I've just accepted that the trilogy is what we have, and I'm happy with that. Look, if we never see Mass Effect again, I am happy with that. The trilogy isn't going anywhere. You know, I'm happy just to play I love the trilogy. You know, I replayed number 1 recently. I had the time of my life playing it. I fucking love playing it again. I'm playing Mass Effect 2 right now. Mass Effect trilogy will always be there. It'll always be a game I will routinely go back to. So I'm good. I'm good. They don't need to feed me more Mass Effect. I am good. Do you know what I mean? I'm good. They already did Andromeda. Rich, when they dropped Andromeda, I could have killed man, right? I could have killed man. I told you that in your last stream. I warned you. You're going to have to try figuring out that game. Yeah, I just couldn't get into Witcher, man. It's such a shame. I just couldn't get into it. It's just one of those things, man. But the thing is, what's different? I would never say Witcher 3 is a bad game, though. Sometimes people, like, if they can't get into something, they label it a shit game. I couldn't say Witcher 3 is a bad. That would be stupid. It's clear it's not. It's obvious it's a great, great game. Do you know what I mean? But I just couldn't get into it. I have Cyberpunk. I've never played Cyberpunk either. Do you know what I mean? I just have Cyberpunk waiting for a rainy day. But I haven't played that either. EA don't care if it's like Mass Effect. They won't have people hashing for other games like Dragon Age. Well, it just makes you wonder, right? Yeah, of course, having a spiritual successor. But look, we're getting that vibe again. And listen, the moment you watch, have you seen the Exodus trailer, right? The moment it comes on, you can tell, you can see the Mass Effect in its DNA immediately. As soon as the music comes on, you feel Mass Effect. The moment it comes on, you sense Mass Effect. It's in its DNA. You can tell it's cut from that same cloth. You can tell immediately. As soon as I watched that Exodus trailer, I was like, whoa. Vibes, you know? Yeah, I did the same. I got it on sale. We probably got it in the same sale. It's not been touched yet. Oh, he's like, Mass Effect Junkie, bro. I just know the game is. What makes you say that though, Dark Cloud? How can you possibly say you know the game is going to be good? BioWare haven't made a good game in so long. How can you possibly say that? That's fanboying. That's a fanboy mentality. You say it's going to be great because you love Mass Effect. That's not how it works, my guy. I love Mass Effect more than anyone, and it won't be great until it's great. There's nothing, just because it has Mass Effect slapped on it doesn't mean it's going to be good. Y'all know PS5 has better graphics than Xbox Series X. I have a PS5 Slim with, well, I mean, that's a very blanket statement. That's a really silly thing. I mean, I already said earlier in the stream that, look, some of the greatest examples of graphics this generation are actually PlayStation exclusives. Ratchet and Clank, Demon Souls, Horizon Forbidden West. There's some amazing games. But Xbox games also look great too. Indiana Jones, for example, looks absolutely stellar. You know, Hellblade 2 looks phenomenal. In fact, you could argue is a greater graphical showcase than anything on the PS5. So it's a silly thing to say. It really depends on the game. Do you mean? You can't really say that for either one. Like the PS5 Slim, I mean, yeah, I have the PS5 Slim, so I somewhat know what I'm talking about. But the differences between them are kind of mute. Does make games look beautiful. Well, the games are what make the games look beautiful. It's nothing really to do with the PS5. Yeah, if you refer to your TV as a 4K HDR, then it's probably a piece of crap. Yeah, you know what? All games are sort of look. 4K HDR is pretty standard, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to know the best way to improve your graphics? Really, is to get a better TV, right? Seriously. Like, any game I run on this, right, which is the LG C4, right, OLED, is gonna look better than a game on a PS. Look, you put a game on a PS5 Pro running on a piece of shit TV, is gonna look worse than me running a Series fucking S game on this. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the TV is the thing that really makes a difference. You know, this is the C4, Rich, and games look ridiculous on this. It's insane. This is a 144 hertz panel. It has all the bells and whistles, all the latency mode. Like, that makes the difference. The screen you're playing on makes the difference. That's the upgrade. You can have whatever hardware you want. You can have those powerful hardware imaginable. But if you're playing on a piece of shit screen, it's going to look like a piece of shit. So many people flex like, oh, this game looks great on the PS5 Pro, but they'll be playing on a piece of trash TV. Do you know what I mean? Unless you have a really good screen, don't flex about consoles looking good, bro. The Series S will look better than anything on a PS5 Pro if they're running it on a better screen. That's just the way it works. I have the 490. My OLED was a bigger upgrade. It is. Oh, bro, OLED? I was told that OLED is a game changer. I didn't realize until I experienced it. It is. The clarity you get from OLED is mental. You played 60 hours of you mean Veilguard. Do you know what the issue is with Veilguard? Here's the issue. Dragon Age was a dark fantasy. Veilguard is a cartoony fantasy, right? Every single villain is a white male, you know what I mean? Every hero is a woman or a trans person. The whole identity thing takes center stage for you as a protagonist and other characters in your party. It is so full of wokeness that it's absolutely mental. There's no gore, there's no blood, there's no darkness, there's no grittiness, it's a very surface level. It's just not good. Yeah, but I would always say, look, if you have money to upgrade, look at your screen. The biggest upgrade you can make is your screen. You should never, you should get the best screen you possibly can, because that's what makes people flex about graphics, and then you find out they're playing on a fucking $299. They'll be playing on a 65-inch screen that they bought for $299 somewhere, which has 300 nits of brightness. Which means the HDR doesn't even work, but it'll say HDR on the thing. Oh, I've got a 65-inch 4K HDR screen, and it has like 300 nits of brightness, terrible contrast ratio. It's only an edge-lit panel. People don't know this stuff. It's not mini LED. It's not even full array. It's an edge-lit LED, which means the screen bleeds all over the place. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, check me out with my 4K HDR QLED TV. And it's actually just a piece of crap that they're playing. There's no such thing as black. It's just bright gray. You know what I mean? Like, listen, the panel makes a big difference. If you've got an LED panel, do you have a full array? Do you have a mini LED? What are you running? How many nits of brightness does it have? All these things. HDR doesn't mean anything if it's anything. Look, anything under 1,000 nits, you're not getting HDR. You're not. You're getting crap. You might as well just turn HDR off. And if your TV can't do at least 1,000 nits, don't even turn HDR on. It will make everything look like crap. But people don't realize this. They just go, oh my God, you know, my PlayStation Pro looks amazing. when really, you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. What if it gets good reviews and people like it? Would you buy it then? What do you mean? Would I buy what? Mass Effect? Have you got good reviews? Look, at least 800. That would be the bare minimum. But really, to experience HDR properly, I'd say you need 1,000. Do you know what I mean? You need 1,000, I'd say, to really get the pop. Because otherwise, what people don't realize is HDR can actually make shit look a lot worse. If you have a TV, and the TV manufacturers will lie to you. They will not tell you this. They will not tell you this. Yeah, they will go, oh yeah, HDR. But if you're getting less than 800, right, you're not getting it. HDR will cripple your picture quality. It will make it look terrible. It will wash out everything. All TVs have built-in HDR now. They all do, because they like to slap it on the box. But it's not functional if your TV doesn't have the nits to occupy it. Do you know what I mean? You've got to, like, if unless you're getting 800 to 1,000, you're not even going to get HDR. And anything over 1,000 will just make it look better. It's just the way it is. People don't realize this. Like, seriously, if I was to play the Series S, look, if I was to put this TV next to just a standard Hisense 4K TV, right, and I was to put the same game running on the Series S or the PS5 Pro, the Series S would look better because it would be on this screen. This screen would make it look better. IGN gives it at least a 7 to most AAA key directors. Yeah, IGN. I don't think people really pay much attention to IGN anymore, right? They are so inconsistent. Yeah, it does. Richard's right. It does do that. Listen, when you're playing on OLED, it's right. You sacrifice brightness for clarity. It's not going to pop. An LED will always pop more. An LED, you get that brightness which pops off the screen, but you lose a lot of clarity. The motion you get on an OLED is fucking insane. Like the smooth, you can't even explain it. Like, it's so smooth, it's ridiculous. I used to get eye strain a lot on LEDs, and I just thought I had bad eyes. But I can sit real close to this thing, and I never get eye strain ever. Like the OLEDs are so easy on the eye that you can honestly, it's worth the upgrade. If anyone can get OLED, get it. It's worth it. Like, it's worth it. It's worth every penny you'll spend on it. If you want your games to look nice, get an OLED. I used to be I was never that sold on OLED until I tried it. It's hard for me to go back. we have a good TV in the living room, right? We have the Sony X90L. It's a full array LED TV. It has the XR processor in it. It's a good solid TV. A 75-inch X90L in the living room, right? But when I go in there now, it looks so blown up. Does the colors and the picture quality and the blooming, and it blinds me. You know what I mean? Bro, LGC4, you play in Dolby Vision. Yeah, I do, man. Yeah, I do. It's phenomenal, man. It was I got a really good deal on it too, man. I got a really good deal. I got this on sale. So this desk can only really occupy a 42-inch screen, right? So I got the 42-inch for $700. That's nuts. Do you know what I mean? It has everything, man. It has if I pull up the game optimizer, it has here we go. It has VRR, G-Sync, AMD FreeSync Premium, 144 Hertz mode, auto low latency mode. It has everything, man. It's absolutely fantastic. You don't even need to fiddle. It's just brilliant, man. I paid 985 Hertz 2-inch OLED. That's crazy, man. Yes, I'm saying I paid 700 for this 42-inch LG C4. I got it on such a good deal. It was such a steal, I had to buy it. Even though I couldn't really afford to spend 700, but its price outside of the sale was like 1,300 or something like that. So it was like nearly half price. I had to buy it. Yeah, the LG G series. If you've got the money, bruv, the G TVs are menacing. I would have saved up for a G, but the G don't come in 42 inches, and I'm using mine as a monitor, not as a TV. So I really wanted a 42-inch because that's 42. It's pretty damn big for, you know what I mean? It's for a monitor. It's pretty big, and it doesn't look. It looks washed out on the phone, but that's my phone's shit camera not being able to pick it up. Yeah, LGC, man, the GTVs are amazing. The GTVs are amazing. If I had the money, I'd love to get a G in the living room. I'd love to get like an 85-inch G in there. Oh my days. Can you imagine if I could get the 85-inch G4? Oh, bro. Yeah, the G. So they're so basically LG's OLEDs. You have the C models and the G models. The C models are more their mid-range, and the Gs are their flagship. But when I say mid-range, it's still flagship performance, right? So my monitor's ultra wide. That's the next upgrade that makes most games so much better. Won't go back. Yeah, I'd like to get that at some point. I would like to. It's just expensive, man. Gaming's an expensive hobby, you know. I reckon i1 looks like a monitor with a small fortune for video editing. I was worried about burning, because that's always been a concern. But I don't think I use my screen enough to be concerned about that. But I love it. I absolutely love it. It was worth every penny. I really recommend anyone who wants the games to look good. Surprising mind of it. I think the burning thing was probably blown out of proportion a little bit, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, that's nice to know, Rich, because I always get really paranoid, bro. I get so paranoid. If I have it on pause, I'm like, oh shit, I've left it on pause. I don't want to get like burning from the menu. But I think it has to be on for like thousands of hours worth of for it to even start to happen. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that just happens. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it has to be there for a very long time. So I need to stop panicking. But yeah, I'd recommend anyone to upgrade your panels, people. Because you see people like they'll spend a fortune on sort of on hardware, but then they'll buy a shit screen. Oh, they have. Yeah, they also have. There's like a pixel refresh thing too, where you can refresh all the pixels and it just refreshes everything. So that's also handy. Yeah, just don't watch an TV channel with a logo in the same spot. Yeah, I don't anyway, Rich. I don't anyway. I don't watch anything on this really. This is just I use this for gaming and I watch anime on here on Crunchyroll. That's it. I don't really do anything else with it. But yeah, chat. So upgrade yours. Yeah, they refresh. Oh, they do. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. I turn it off all the time. I abused my OLED for over a year. Man, it's now I've taken the plunge and bought the OLED. I really want an OLED in the main room. Although I have the thing is, this is like my room now, right? This is like my chill room, right? And I'm thinking about getting a TV for the wall, so I'd have this for my gaming and a TV on the wall. I might treat myself to a G on the wall at some point. You know what I mean? That'd be nice. C for my monitor, a G for my like watching stuff on the wall. That'd be nice. Yeah, she's going to bed. I'm probably going to head off soon as well, guys. What time is it? Nearly 1 o'clock. Yeah, I'm probably going to head off soon. I want to try and play a bit of Shadows tonight and make some progress because I really need to get Shadows finished before Atomfall comes out. Anyway, definitely before Atomfall comes out. So what's everyone's plans tonight? What's everyone doing tonight? What's everyone playing? Man cave. Yes, this is my man cave, man. I haven't built it yet. All I have right now is this, right? But I'm gonna I'm gonna build it, get some merch in here, right? Eventually just slowly build it up. Be nice. Man cave. Every man needs a man cave. We all need a man cave, don't we? We all need that. We all need a bit of man space. Mafia too nice. My plan is I'm going to play. This is my plan for tonight. I'm going to play Shadows for like an hour. I'm 24 hours into Shadows. I'm barely done the main story. Oh, bruv. Yo, I'm doing this all the time. I keep meaning to do the story, but then I keep being, I just like to synchronize the things. So, I'll go synchronize that area. I'll go do this. It's very distracting. The Ubisoft formula of the way it puts things on the map makes it very difficult not to get distracted. So I can't help now, but just always running off and doing things. It's a very fun game. If you're playing as Naui, I really don't like Yasuke as much. Yeah, I really need to jump. I need to jump on the viewpoints are relaxing. I've always liked that bit too. I've always enjoyed I know it sounds like a really mundane thing, but I've always enjoyed in these Ubisoft games, the synchronization thing. I've always enjoyed finding the high points and doing that bit. Then just jumping off into the bed of hay. There's always been a nice feeling about doing that. I don't know why. I just enjoy finding it, climbing, and then jumping off. It's just, I don't know, man. No, I agree, man. I like Ubisoft games. It's like comfort food. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy the way they do it. It's not perfect, but I like it. I enjoy going around the map and just ticking off the I like it. Oh, I'll go do this now. You can give yourself a bunch of tasks to do. Oh, I'll go do these two, then I'll do that, then I'll do it. I like it, man. I really like Fallout. Look, I'm a big simp for Fallout. I love Fallout. Not Fallout, sorry. I do like Fallout. I'm talking about Far Cry. I really, really like Far Cry. I really like Far Cry. Yo, man, thank you for the Man Cave funds because I've been MIA. X-Blade Chronicles is what's on the menu for me tonight. Nice. I never played that. I really need to, though. There's so much to play, man. And thank you, man. The Man Cave funds. I can't wait to build this thing up. It's just an empty room right now. This room is just an empty room, bro. It's an empty room. There's nothing in this room but just me and my screen. There's nothing in here yet. So I want to get some Mass Effect merch, some maybe a Last of Us poster somewhere. Just get my favorite games in here, right? And just make it a proper like gaming man cave. And yes, I said Last of Us because I love Last of Us. Yeah, my man cave right now is just one desk, one chair, and my screen. There's nothing else in here, right? Other than a bunch of snacks. Getting myself a little mini fridge, I want to get it set up. I want to get a mic. I get myself a mic and stuff so I can, But I got myself a new. Oh, what sound system did you get? Xbox mini fridge. I want to get a sound system in here, right? I want to really make it get some surround sound. That's a good idea. So I don't know anything about audio though, Rich. So if you have any suggestions, bruv, hit me up. Let me know. Are you in the Discord, Rich? You should be in the Discord. You'll remember. We all started there. The money I've spent on art for my man cave. Oh, bruv, that's what I need, yo. Art. I need to get some nice things for the walls. Fridge would be awesome, bruv. This is my goal for this year, right? I've never really had a man cave before. This is the first time I've ever had a setup like this, right? Where I've had a gaming chair, and I've always just been like on a couch or sofa, just looking at the TV. I've never been in my own little space like this, so it's exciting to try and build this up. Do you know what I mean? So I've never had my own little room. It's exciting. It's just like, ooh, I come in here, I get all giddy. It's like, oh, this is my piece. You know what I mean? Young brother's not allowed in here unless I specifically say you can come in here, right? I'm going to have to get a mini fridge. I'll have to get a little mini fridge. But my wife will never see me. When this happens, when I build this up, she'll have to put in an application form to see me. I'll be like, sorry, I'm in my... And this is what's great about having a wife that's a gamer. This is the benefit of it, right? If a new game comes, if I can say to my wife, I really need to go play Shadows. I don't get shit from her. She understands. She knows. She gets it. I'm in here playing Shadows. She's in there playing Mass Effect 3. We're at peace. Do you know what I mean? There's no lecturing. Oh, you're on your game again. There's none of that. She gets it. She gets it. Oh, she uses the desk too. She uses it all the time. Sometimes I like to use the big screen in there and be on the sofa and chill. Sometimes she likes to use it. But it's, dude, you need a Judas Priest. And I have a Judas Priest and Iron Maiden display, which is in my bedroom, which I'm going to move down here. I'm probably going to put that. I want to get a bunch so I can put them all over the wall. We're going to build this room up to be epic. You know what I mean? We're going to put some murals up here and stuff. Yeah, never had. So it's fun. There's benefits, but I also need to buy these pieces at the same time. My wife, yeah, that's the expensive part. That's expensive, but it's good. It's good though. So it's fun because not a lot of women are into gaming, right? So it's. Oh, Grey Guardian, how are you doing, bro? When eventually I get myself a wife, I need someone who has a passion for gaming. Yeah, I'm so lucky because I have a wife who has a passion for anime, gaming, basically everything that she's basically she's one of the guys. It's like she's like my best friend, but also my wife. I can nerd out about anime with her. I can nerd out about gaming with her. Like a new trailer comes out, I'm like, oh, babe, look at this. We need to get excited about it together. She gets it, and not a lot of women get it, so that's great. I feel very blessed in that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. It's going to take me a while to build this room up, just simply because it costs money. You know what I mean? But it's going to be fun. I don't know how it's going to, even if I just buy like the odd poster here and there, it all just slowly builds up. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be fun to see it grow. You'll see it on these lives. You'll start seeing things popping up. You know what I mean? As these lives come on, and you'll start seeing things like that popping up here and there. I definitely want to get some Mass Effect merch. Be good to get like a model Reaper and put like a model Reaper on the wall somewhere. That'd be dope. That'd be great. Get some cool stuff like, you know, some Terminator merch, some Predator merch, some Alien merch, so, you know, some RoboCop merch. Just a bunch of really cool stuff to stick around the place. Yeah, I'm just lucky, Guardian, that I found myself a wife who was interested, you know, because I mean, I was quite, you know, I didn't want to be married to a girly girl. I didn't want to be married to someone that was into women things. Do you know what I mean? And that sounds a bit mental, but I didn't want to be married. I don't want to settle with someone who doesn't share my interests. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, it's hard to find, man. I know, lucky, man. I mean, God help anyone trying to do that now, because women now are mental. Like, women now, man, I just can't even imagine. I got lucky, man. Candace is like a unicorn. Yo, Bob, how are you doing, bro? Yeah, exactly, man. Like some of these women, I don't understand these people, bro. These women these days are mental. They are mental. All on TikTok and shit like that. They're all gone. They're lost. The women they're lost. They're all mental. They are all absolutely mental. Yeah, I am lucky. I'm very lucky. And she's a gem as well, man, is my wife. She puts up with me, and let me tell you, chat, you might not realize this, but I am hard work. I am not an easy man to be with. I am difficult. Yeah, the way I see ladies out there, they're all just doom scrolling on their phone. All they do is engage in nonsense. Just like literally every girl you meet, you see now is on OnlyFans. They're all just selling their self. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. So I'm lucky. I'm lucky, man, because I've had friends who like they can't game, you know, because their wives or their partners don't understand it and don't like it. So like they'll get like an hour a day they can play when their wife isn't there. Do you know what I mean? Look, I can say, look, when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, right, I can turn around to my wife and say, listen, I don't exist today. She knows. She's already been pre-warned. Right? She knows the score. She knows that when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, and the same applies for Oblivion, by the way. She knows that if this Oblivion remake comes out, I don't exist. Right? For at least a few days, I'm going to be locked in here. Lockdown, bro. Right? Lockdown. She knows that I will be doing no adulting. There'll be no adulting going down for Sir Bruvian, right? When Oblivion comes out or Elder Scrolls. She knows this. And she's like, all right, I've got you. I have your back, bruv. I will bring you your food. I'll bring you your snacks. I'll check you're okay. I have you covered. She's got my back. Do you know what I mean? She's got my back. Yeah, Dark Cloud, let me tell you, bruv, you'll be giving many women the door. You'll be giving them the fucking door, bruv. Because they'll tell you early on that they don't mind it. They all do that. They will show you the side of you that they think you want to see. But then when it starts getting more serious, they think they have you, they'll then show you their real side. So you got to be vigilant. You have to stay strong, my brother, right? Because women, they lie. They trick you. I didn't believe Candace was real. I thought she must be faking this. You know what I mean? Yes, they will. You know, but she wasn't. She was very real. Two introverts need each other. Yeah, man. They do. Me and my wife, very introverted. And it might seem like on camera that I am an extrovert. But that's an act. That's an act. It's very easy for me to be, extroverted on camera, for me to seem confident and outgoing. But the truth is I'm not like that at all. I hate going out. If I do go out, I avoid people at all costs. I can't stand being out in public. I hate it. And there's me looking for posters now for you. We have no posters in here, Jazz. So it's like false bravado. It's not false, but it's just easier for me to be confident when I'm on a camera, right? I'm not actually outside. I don't like being out in public. I don't feel comfortable around people. I'm not a people person. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not. So often my wife gets a bit embarrassed by me because I have a bit of I always look pissed off if I'm outside. So she's always a bit like, oh, can you not look a bit happier? For fuck's sake. I'm not happy. I hate these people. There's nothing for me out there. I love being inside. I love it. I do not like being out there. I hate it. I'm not someone that wants to travel. I don't want to go on holidays. I just like to be at home with my home comforts, and that's it. I'm happy being at home. I don't need to. If I won the lottery, I still wouldn't travel the world. I don't really want to travel the world. I'm happy just being at home. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't. There's nothing out there for me, right? Do you know what I mean? It's what I'm like. I don't know, man. I'm not good with people. I don't understand a lot of people. And unfortunately, I can come across, I seem to offend a lot of people in real life because I don't really have much filter. I will say whatever sort of comes to mind and I'll just say it. Do you know what I mean? So I tend to piss a lot of people off. And it doesn't help the fact that I have high functioning autism. So I don't connect with people very well. There's a lot of unwritten rules about being in a social situation, and I feel like I missed the lesson. Or you know what I mean? Like, I don't pick up on a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't. There's a lot of things I don't pick up on. So it's difficult. This YouTube thing is the first, literally the most social I've ever been is on this YouTube thing. I say things that upset people and I don't even realize I've done it. And then when I find out I have upset someone, I don't understand why. A lot of times I'm left wondering, well, how can I only said something that was true? Why is that upsetting you? Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, it's just the way, I don't know, man. I'm not good at people is what I'm trying. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. People often think because of the way I talk, it's like even party chats. Sometimes party chats are hard for me, man. I need to be in the right mentality to even handle a party chat. It depends, and my mental health can change day by day. There's times I just shut down and I really don't want to do anything that day. It just depends on what I'm like at the time. There's times I feel up for party chatting and being social. There's other times I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, this, I know I come across much more confident and much more, social than I actually am. You know what I mean? There's times when it all feels very intense to me. There's times that even this YouTube thing feels very overwhelming and intense to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, all the people commenting, engaging with me. Sometimes that feels like quite intimidating to me, and I just want to like lock myself away. I have attention deficit and I can't keep my focus, and bruv, golden apple. I feel that, bruv. My ADHD is so insane that I can't bear. Do you know what else really affects me? Just the ambient noise of public. Little things like cars driving past, like just the noise of people talking, moving, and just life in general just wipes me out. Bruv, if I go outside, even for a few hours, I am absolutely fucked when I get home. I just need to sleep. All that stimulus, it destroys me, bruv. It absolutely destroys me. I don't know if it's because I'm on the spectrum or not, but the ambient noise of just wipes me out. It absolutely wipes me out. Yeah, thanks for that night, Cypher. Listen, guys, I'm quite mentally frail. You know what I mean? I'm not pretending to be some juggernaut over here, right? I'm quite mentally, well, my mental health is all over the place. I don't talk about it much on the channel because I try and keep I try and keep quite a positive channel. But look, man, it is. I struggle. Candice, my wife, is practically my carer. I mean, that's not easy for a man to admit, but I rely on her a lot more than I should. Do you know what I mean? I do. If it wasn't for her, man, honestly, bro, guys, listen. I don't care if someone clips this. I don't really give a shit. But if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here anymore. That's the truth. Do you know what I mean? If it wasn't for her, I don't know how I would function. I don't even know how I would get by in my day to day if it wasn't for her. Like, I rely on my wife for so much that it's insane. Like, seriously, because my mental health. Tomorrow, I could wake up and not do anything all day. I could just completely shut down and not do anything, and then the next day I could be fine. Do you know what I mean? I can have days where I feel really good and I want to go in party chats with a million different people, and I want to game tons. And then I could have a day where I don't want to do anything and I just want to disappear and just. Do you know what I mean? So it's, oh, thanks for that, Jazz. I just saw them come up. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. That's really nice of you, Jazz. Thank you. I'll let Candice know. That's really nice. No, Jeff, honestly, I'm the same, man. I like to be open about this stuff because I like to be transparent about who I am and what I represent. I don't want, I enjoy creating content, right? But I do find YouTube quite overwhelming sometimes. It's like my wife generally has to push me into sometimes making, because I look, if it wasn't for my wife, this channel wouldn't exist. I honestly, she is the reason for all of this. She is the reason for this. She is the reason for me being on this chair. She is the reason for me continuing to make content. Anytime I jump in a party chat, she is the reason for me even making friends on the Xbox. The reason I have certain people that I talk to that's on her. She was the one who pushed me into you know what I mean? Into speaking to people. And the thing is, I'm not scared to let people know who I, you know what I mean? I don't give a shit. If someone sort of clips this and goes, oh my God, Sir Bruvian this, I couldn't give a flying fuck. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. At least I'm real with my audience. Do you know what I mean? At least I'm real with you guys. And I always will be. Yeah, Candice must have heard her ears burning. She should be asleep. She should be asleep. It's nearly 1:20 in the morning. She should be sleeping. She was like, wait, is he talking good about me? Is that what's happening? But I think a lot of gamers in general, I think a lot of people in this hobby have, yeah, yeah, I was talking good about you, I promise. I was giving you your flowers. I was saying how amazing you are. I wouldn't dare say anything, I wasn't saying anything, I was. Oh man, Jazz, you just reminded me. We need to put the heat. Oh, by the way, you guys see me breaking down my next video coming out. You couldn't sleep? Oh. Do you know what? I can't sleep. Don't know why I can't sleep, Candice? Then when I skipped my tea tonight and I was like, it's fine, I don't need it. I got chocolate. Yeah, I needed it. I'm starving now. I'm absolutely starving now. So now I'm going to have to go make a meal as soon as I get off this. Yes, Does down Neil said he claims he wasn't saying anything bad about Mrs. Bruv. Listen, you don't mess with Miss Bruv. Listen, you do not mess with Mrs. Bruv. If anything, clip that and say we need more of this on the internet. All this talk of woke racism game, I don't want gameplay. Yeah, exactly. Just play it, man. People focus way too much about the negatives immediately. People will talk shit about games they even haven't even played, my guy. I appreciate you all being candid with us. Look, man, that's all I can be, Dark Cloud. Right? This is there's a lot of fake people on the internet. There's especially in this space. Everyone is playing a character and a gimmick, and you don't really know who people are, rightly or wrongly. I will be open with you guys. If that shoots me in the foot, if that comes back to haunt me, if people use that as ammunition against me, fine. But at least I can always stand up and say, well, look, I wasn't pretending to be anything I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've always been on, even when it comes to my opinions on games, I've never told anyone to take me seriously. I've never said, listen, I know better than you. Listen to what I'm saying because I am an expert, or I have inside sources, or you should take me seriously because I've done all this and I've done that. I've never said that to you people. I've never once said that. I've always said, look, I'm just one of you. I'm just a normal guy. If you care about what I say, fine. But I'm not an expert or a professional on any of this stuff. I'm just winging this. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you what I think about something. You can agree or not agree, but I'm not coming from a place of, yo, listen, I'm an expert. I know best. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, thank you, Gangster Man. I appreciate that. That's all I'm trying to do on this channel. This channel has always just been a little channel. I'll always see my channel as a small channel. I consider it a small channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm a small creator. I don't really know what I'm doing. I play something, I get excited, I talk about it. That's it. If I see someone say something stupid, I'll talk about it. Do you know what I mean? I was here thinking he was an authoritative figure. yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, I that's life, man. Lots of fakes everywhere, real across real though. It's all good and long term. Just got to cut through the bullshit and fakes for stage 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. There's not enough of that. It's hard to know where people stand on this platform because you just don't know what's real and what isn't. You know what I mean? It's hard to know what people's opinions even are because, do you know what I mean? Well, you're short. Bruv, I am short. I am a short, fat British man. Like, that's what I am. So the first mistake anyone can do is take me seriously, man. Because I don't take myself seriously at all. Eli, the professional realist Orclord. I am a realist, and I am an Orclord. This is all very, very true. What you're saying. Orclord, man. Orcs are great, aren't they? Aren't they magnificent? Spitting facts, Jeffrey. Man, I am starving. God damn it. Who wants to buy me a takeaway? God, I'm hungry. Jesus. The hunger has just slapped me because I didn't have a main meal today, right? I didn't have a main meal. It's hard. It's very, wow. It is hard for me to reach goals being short. No, listen, I'm not short. I'm like, if I put my shoes on, right? If I put my shoes on, I'm like 5'7". That's pretty tall. I don't know you. This is why I'm. Listen, you do. This is how bad it is. This is what I'm eating for tea right now. These are like M&Ms, but from Lidl. These are like cheap, have no money but need snacks M&Ms. Yo, Gangster Tom. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you, Gangster. Yeah, off-brand M&M. Bob. They're not good. They're not good, man. Yeah, and they're not good, my guy. They are not good. It isn't like sometimes they're good. They're not good. They're rough. Like, they aren't good, guys. Like, they don't even have. I mean, look at that shit, right? Even the chocolates come off. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, look at this. Look. Oh. I mean, look at this. What is that meant to be? They're not good. They're really not nice at all. They're quite bad. That's my tea tonight. That's what I've had for tea. I had my dinner late. I had my dinner about. What other channel do you get to see fake M&Ms? Exactly, man. Bro, it is. E-Speaks, it is, man. I think it was from Lidl. It was even, well, look, the brand. Do you want to know what the brand is? Bruv, it ain't no Nestle's, right? It ain't no Galaxy or Dairy Milk. This is brought to you by Mr. Choc. Mr. Choc. Bruv, it's bad. So I had my dinner at like 3 p.m. I had 6 scrambled eggs, beans on toast, right? And so I thought, oh, maybe I don't need tea. That was quite a big dinner. So I thought I'll just have a few off-brand M&Ms. Now this is terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever had. Absolutely horrible, man. Really not good. Read my previous comments. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, hang on. Baked homemade chocolate Veilguard Christmas. Oh man, that'd be really nice. Yeah, Lidl's good. Lidl does good stuff, but that's not Lidl. This is. Oh no, wait. No, was it Lidl? Yes. Well, look, you say Lidl, right? No. Aldi does good stuff. This is awful. This is awful. No, I haven't played number 1. Still got the taste of it. Why did I do that to myself? Why? That was awful. Oh, God. And little juice. What is my life? What is my life? Sat here drinking little juice with little chocolate on a busted, phone. Little juice. Yo, listen, VR. Beans on toast is fire, okay? It's fire, right? It's great. 6 scrambled eggs with grated cheese on. Beans on toast. Luxury, bruv. Luxury, my guy. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, bro, beans on toast. You can't really go wrong with beans on toast. It's a classic. It can't be beaten. You really cannot go wrong with some beans on toast, guys. Yeah, you can't be dissing on beans on toast, man. You cannot be dissing on beans on toast. Oh, I need to eat, man. I'm so hungry. This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna have to go cook at this time at night. Fuck's sake. You know when you want to eat, but you really cannot be bothered to make anything. Shit. Breakfast for dinner goes hard. Yeah. Just see the post about you on Twitter. Hate ponies, man. What? There's a post about me on Twitter? I haven't seen it because I'm on live. What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? The link is in the Discord. What are they saying about me on Twitter? Are they freaking out over my video? Are they? Are there tears rolling? Are they? Is that what it is? Of course they're moaning about me. Fucking idiots. Of course they are. Clipping you talking about Game Pass, saying you don't saying that you don't for a what? What are they talking about? Clipping you talking about Game Pass, saying that you don't prioritize. That's hilarious. I can't see it, but that's funny. Yeah, he's starving. I just starve young bruv. He's like, I just lock him away, don't feed him, and I just play on the Xbox. Like, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Jesus Christ, these people. As if that's what they said. That's funny. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't wait for the next. Yeah, man, the next Xbox hardware will be great. That'll be so fire. So does that mean that ponies have been watching my live? Yeah, look, young bro, no, Mrs. Bro, don't get angry because all these people, X-Fault, Generic Eric, have blocked me. Do you know what I mean? Don't get angry, because that gives them too much power. Just, they don't deserve an emotional response. Just ignore it, because why even respond to it? Like, do you know what I mean? What they're going to be like, oh, he doesn't feed his son, he's too busy on Game Pass. It's like, bro, come on, man. Come on. Like, how could you even be angry at that? It's just funny. Like, it's just stupid. Like, how do you reach that conclusion? Oh, man likes Game Pass, doesn't feed his kid. How do those two... How do those two, like, coincide? Like, how does... All right, guy likes the Xbox, doesn't feed his son. Apparently said that you don't want to pick between buying games and putting food on the table. No, in my video, right, in my video I said, this is what I said. I said, when you're an adult and you have a child to provide for and food to put on the table, you need to look for value, right? I was making the point that Xbox gives you so much value, and as an adult, not just someone sitting on Twitter like a child, you need to prioritize value because you need that. Because as an adult, you need value. That doesn't equate to... That doesn't even make sense what they're saying. Do you know what I mean? Me saying I need value because obviously I'm an adult with responsibilities and bills to pay and food to buy doesn't mean... That doesn't make... What are they talking about? They're so stupid, these people. Oh, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It means the exact opposite. Me saying I need value is me prioritizing feeding my son. That's what I'm saying. That's literally the point. That's me saying the Xbox is great for me as an adult, as a father, as a provider, that I get this much value from my gaming system, which is my hobby, is exactly me prioritizing feeding my son. That's exactly why I give Xbox so much praise, because it gives me so much that I don't need to spend as much on this hobby. What are they talking about? Like, how do they... This is what I'm saying. They can't think. They think they have wins. They're like, oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. It's like, no, you didn't. You just fucked yourself again. The mental gymnastics that they play is so funny. Honestly, it's fucking... Yeah, trust me, young bruv does not starve. Jesus Christ. He eats better than I do. He's had his tea today. Know who hasn't? Me. Do you see the video from that he's been shot there? Robin Driggers guys down bad. They think they created live ammo. Yeah, bro, they're just so stupid. How do you take what I said and misinterpret it so much? I haven't seen the tweet yet because I only have access to it on my phone, and I'm live right now, so I haven't seen it yet. But that's really funny. I'll see it after this, but I'm sure it's just some nonsense. I'm sure they're being slayed in the comments too. The way you look at him is something I had when I was here. You're doing great, my guy. Yeah, don't let it bother you. Why let it bother you? I get, because you're the mother and you're nurturing, and you sort of feel like he's not. It's fine. It's no one's thinking. No one is out there thinking, oh my god, Sir Bruvian is starving his kid. No one's thinking that. No one is thinking that. Everyone's looking at that and thinking you guys are fucking stupid, right? That's just dumb. I'm not. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. These people continue to show the world why they're the most hated and detested fandom in the world. Like, that's all you have on me? That's it? It's like, yo. Oh, man, that's funny. If they were real, genuine, honest, they wouldn't get views, so they don't have much option. It's so funny, man. Obviously, the video I made hurt them and upset them. Because I called them children who sit behind Twitter, and they are. I mean, they are. That's exactly what they are. And anyone, look, anyone my age, anyone with like finances to manage, right, without tons of disposable income, is going to look for the most value. I think that's pretty common, you know. So when I talk about the value of Xbox, that's because it frees up money for other things, like, you know, putting food on the table. You know, money I'm not having to spend on games all the time. We can treat the family to a takeaway night. We can treat young bruv to something he, like, you know, he gets treated so much more now. With literally the amount of money I save on Game Pass is ridiculous. I'm planning surgery for my PS5 Pro tomorrow. I bought an 8TB SSD. Wow. An 8TB SSD. Bruv, you are going to have space for days. You're going to have so much space. I didn't even know they did an 8TB SSD for the PS5. And it's not really surgery. You just take the thing out the back. So, all right, guys, listen. Hunger is really getting the better of me. So, I'm going to go. So I can go make some food. And otherwise I'm gonna just disappear before your very eyes. So guys, it was fun tonight. Hope you all enjoyed it. I know it was a bit random talking about chocolate and loads of us random stuff, but that's what we do on this channel, right? We talk about random stuff. Anyway, guys, until next time, appreciate you.